What's going on, everyone? Juice Bags here, and welcome back to some Fortnite. Now, the Perk Recombobulator hit yesterday, and it gives any player in the game the opportunity to very easily really re-perk to one of the best possible weapons you can create. Now, this particular weapon is indeed the Silenced Spectre. Now, the Silenced Spectre is a weapon that's available in the current event, and every single player, no RNG required, can get this weapon just by completing the Blockbuster quest line. Not very many missions, very short. You can knock through that quick, and you get the choice of one of the weapons at the end. And of course, if you choose that Silenced Spectre, it's going to guarantee that you get this weapon. The base crit chance on this weapon is 20% versus, say, a Siege Breaker is 10%. Even looking up at a Razor Blade is 10%. Of all of the fast, fully automatic firing, small ammo type assault rifles, this is starting off slightly above the rest in the critical hit chance department. So when doing a re-perk, you really want to think of two general philosophies. You can either go for crit or not go for crit. Of course, if you don't go for crit, you're going to want to do things like take all damage, and more damage. And if you're going for crit, you want to have two different numbers. First off, of course, you want to have crit damage, but you also want to have critical rating. Now, critical rating on top of a weapon that is already starting off at 20% base crit chance creates quite the beast. Now, in addition to that, especially if you already have the gun as the event is going for a while, is the current reroll system and the free slots make it very easy for you to get this weapon. Now, the perks that you're going to want to reroll to are crit damage, magazine size, the element of your choice. I chose nature damage because I was really in need of a short to mid-range nature damage gun, and this one is filling the gap for me. Then you're going to want to choose crit rating, and for your last perk, you're going to want to look at what the weapon does itself. As we see, mine causes affliction, so I want to increase damage to afflicted targets. Now, say that your weapon caused a snare, you would want to increase damage to snare targets, and so on and so on. Now, taking a look at one of these weapons and switching it over directly from the current system, if you already have this weapon unlocked, let's just take this first one and take a look at it. Now, of course, if we go to upgrade, it's going to ask us to convert. So let's go ahead and show the preview, and we see we're going to get 2 free slots. This one has fire on it, and although you can re-roll the type of element, it is pricey to do so. So it's usually good if you start off with no element at all, or the element that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and get this one all figured out. So if we go ahead and convert it, we're going to see we have 2 free slots. Now, if we remember back, first off, we are going to want crit damage. So let's go ahead and grab that crit damage. And then we're also going to want crit rating. So let's grab that crit rating. Now from here, we would have to re-roll 2 different perks to come up with the perfect situation, as this weapon causes affliction damage, so we don't want damage to stunned, staggered, and knocked down targets. We would rather go with damage to afflicted targets. Now, as you see, I have just blown through the re-perks today, so I actually don't have the resources required to do it for this particular video. However, you would want to re-roll to damage to afflicted targets. Now, looking at the durability, of course, once again, we want magazine size. So you would want to reload, or re-roll, pardon me, re-perk to magazine size. Now, if we took a look at another example there, let's just grab the next one in the pack, and we'll go to Modify Perks, Show Preview. Now remember, you're not going to get this free slot opportunity unless it's a weapon you already have. Now, based off of all the weapons I've seen, it's very easy to roll this weapon to this exact setup. So let's go ahead and convert this one as well. Now, we've already got crit rating out of the deal, and this one's got durability too. We know we're going to have to re-roll durability over to magazine size. Now, we've got 2 free slots. One of them is going to be an elemental slot. So in this situation, since there was no element on the weapon, you can choose the element that you want. And I do suggest you start at this point, as re-rolling an element, of course, is expensive. Choosing an element for free is free, so definitely go that route. Let's say for this example, we wanted to make this one fire. Let's go ahead and confirm that to fire. Now, we've also got another area that needs to be re-rolled here. Now, we've got the crit rating. We know we're going to re-roll to magazine size. However, we do not have the crit damage yet. However, that can be chosen right here through crit damage. Then if we look, this particular weapon has a different type of last perk. This one, headshot eliminations cause an explosion, damaging enemies. So there is no snare, there is no affliction. So in this particular one, what I would suggest is go to damage to missed monsters and bosses. We all know the little guys just die right away, and it's all about killing the bigs. Missed monsters and bosses pretty much covers all of that. So hopefully this helps everyone out in realizing that they can have an absolutely incredible weapon very, very easily with the current Re Perk system. So by all means, get yourself a silenced Spectre. Now remember, if you have already completed the quest line, these weapons do have a chance of dropping from the Blockbuster Llamas, as they are blockbuster weapons. So get out there, do a few missions, and get yourself some Blockbuster tickets, and go get that silenced Spectre. Thank you for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel, and I will be back soon with some more Fortnite. Take it easy.